Hi everyone, good Sunday morning. Let's do a little bit of church makeup. I'm going to use my one palette makeup, which has everything I need to do my face right here in this palette. This is my contour, my foundation, my concealer, and also my blush as well as my lipstick. So let's get started. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm going to start with my contour, and contour is a dark shade, and what it does, it's a cool shade. It is going to help you define and to create shadows and give some depth and dimension to your face. It goes on the hard parts of your face, like your forehead, also on that cheekbone. I like to start right about the corner of the eye and go up towards the ear. And what we're doing is we're defining my cheeks, making them a little bit more pronounced since everything has gone south at my 69-year-old face. Now, I do use very good, hi Rosie, good morning, good morning. So I do use good skincare, and good skincare is really, really essential to any makeup application. If you use a good brand of skincare, the rest, it doesn't really matter what makeup you use. However, this is Seint, and we're going to contour this nose to make it just appear a little bit narrower and just a little bit more elongated than it actually is. And a Seint is cream makeup, so it's so mature skin friendly. You're gonna love it. You really are. It doesn't settle into the fine lines and wrinkles that we have, and that's important to me at my age. I don't want to look like I'm even in my 40s or 50s, but I do want to look my best. I want to look like me, just a little bit better. Good morning, Anna. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Okay, now we're going to come back and add concealer, or what Seint calls a brightening shade. And what we're doing is just bringing light to the center of our face by going down the T-zone, which is in between. I'm so sorry I'm hoarse today, but it's like it is full-blown allergy season in Louisiana. I mean, it's always allergy season, but it's worse today than normal. So we're going to go down the T-zone, and then we're going to come across, and we're just going to brighten the inner and outer corners of our eyes. There we go, inner and then outer. The reason we're doing that with our concealer is because we have crepe skin under there, or at least I do. My skin is crepey under my eyes, and I don't want any more product there than has to be. So we're only going to put the bare minimum, which is inner and outer corner, and then we'll blend. Okay, now I'm just going to fill in between those shades with my main shade. And the main shade is the shade that is going to be the closest to your natural skin tone. See, we're just filling in where we don't have any other product. There we go. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. You'll find with cream makeup, you're going to use a lot less than you normally did, which makes these tins last a long time. Now, the other thing that's really cool is this is custom color match to you. These shades are custom to me. So you do need a color match, or you can skip the color match and you can go right to the website and match yourself. That's strictly up to you, or there's a quiz you can take. Now, the really cool part is, like I told you, everything in one compact. Here's my lip and cheek. There we go. This is a shade called Sandstone, and by far, I think it's my favorite. I love corals. And I love oranges, and since I have on a rust-colored blouse for church, then there you go. All blends together. Now, also lip and cheek. That's right. There we go. We're going to use it as our blush shade as well. So there we go. Everything I used is in this palette. And again, don't bring your blush too close to the center of your face, especially if you're in your 60s or over, sometimes your 50s, because you want to lift everything. You want to give the illusion of a lift. Okay, here we go. We're going to grab our brush. We're going to just use a little bit of Seint setting spray just to dampen the brush a little bit. You don't have to do that to dampen your brush. I do because I just like it. To me, it's easier to blend. Now we're going to start down at the bottom of our face and go underneath our neck. Now where you start is strictly up to you. I like to go lighter to darker, our main shade concealer to contour. I always save the contour for last. There we go. And it blends like a butter. I mean, this is so creamy and wonderful. And again, it's going to be a part of my skin. It's not going to sit on top of my skin so you get those cakey areas. This is just state-of-the-art makeup. And again, the one palette process is so good. Look how little this is. I mean, it fits in your purse. TSA approved. You can travel with it. I have traveled internationally with it in my carry-on and not one issue. It was not questioned one time in any country. There we go. Now we're just going to notice I'm not pulling to blend, and I am blending strategically, trying to keep each shade where I put it. See how it just blends in. What you're doing is you're marrying each shade together. You're just meshing them together. That's what you're doing. So we're just tapping a little thing that we call stippling. There we go. And now we're going to come up here and grab this contour. And what you want to do, I do have naturally gray hair. I went to my God-given color after not having my God-given color. I think I've been every color there is, hair-wise, of the rainbow. You name it, I've had it. Not blue, but I mean, I've been a redhead. I'm naturally a brunette. I've bleached and been a blonde. So again, you know, what can you say? Now you want to go all the way up into your hairline because you don't want that white scalp line. So be sure you go all the way up. Now, does it get into my hair? Sometimes. If it does, it's just a washcloth, a damp washcloth, or a baby wipe or a makeup wipe. Any of those things will get it right out. It doesn't stay in. Okay, now we're going to come to our contour and our lip and cheek. I like to go up and down twice on my contour. Why 2 times? Because that's me. And then grab it and drag it up into the temple with my blush or lip and cheek, as we call it. There we go. Same thing over here. Let's do the contour to soften, and then we're just going to blend and drag it up the cheek. Now, I like bold cheeks, so I use a good bit more than probably what your average woman does. So it's up to you how much you use. Again, I like color and the boldness of a cheek and a lip, so there you go. And now we're just going to grab a little bit of my favorite mascara. This is False Lashes mascara. It gives you the illusion, and you shouldn't pump it like I just did, but I do. Okay, we're just gonna, I like to coat the back part or top part of the lash first, and then come back and do a tight line, which is just a stamp and a jiggle. A stamp and a jiggle, and there you go. You have tight line eyeliner. Look at the difference that makes, just that little bitty bit, and you can do it with any mascara. It doesn't have to be this one. There we go. All righty. Now, I don't put it on the bottom because my eyes are small, and it tends to make them look smaller if I do put any on the bottom. So that's personal preference. You do you. Now again, we're going to stamp it and then jiggle. Okay, I have to kind of go this way. Stamp and then give it a jiggle. And again, what you're doing is you're just doing a tight line eyeliner with your mascara. And again, any mascara will do. You can do this. Now this one, the reason I like it, it has this little bitty silicone brush. So it's easy not to poke it in my eye, to be honest. There we go. All righty. So simple, so easy. Now you can add some eyeshadow if you would like. Your lip and cheek can be your eyeshadow too, depending upon the shade. So simple, so easy. And again, I used one brush and I used these 4 shades. Now you can also use a beauty blender. You would need to dampen it, and this one looks kind of nasty, so it needs to be washed. But you can use a damp beauty blender if you like to blend. Other than that, this is what you need. What you need though is help, or you might need help. If you do, I'm here. Color matches are totally free and absolutely no obligation to buy. So if you just drop match in the comments, I'm happy to color match you, but you will need to send me a makeup-free selfie in natural light. But when you get ready, I'll send you instructions if you let me know that's the way you want to go and you want a free color match. I'd love to do it for you. I appreciate everyone joining me this morning. If you're interested in my mascara, drop mascara in the comments. You have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day in Southeast Louisiana. So you be blessed wherever your home is. Thank you for joining me. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, everyone.